Hi, I'm going to try to go through some of the points made out in this video. I won't be able to catch them all because my tape doesn't run that long, but I'm going to go through some because it kind of shows me what's wrong with the English attitude towards Harry.
I think he regards Harry as a non-person really in his life, which I think he regards Harry as a non-person really in his life, which is...
So that is the problem. William regards Harry as a non-person. He doesn't see him as important to the royal administration. He just sees him as an extra, as the spare, and it's time to get rid of the spare tire. He doesn't need the spare. He feels he's healthy and able to take over. So even the country feels that Harry is a non-person.
terribly sad. But just imagine the scene that Harry pops out at Windsor Castle or goes on a little Commonwealth tour. And I think he'd be very popular, actually, because he always was. And there he is, and then he zooms back to his family and his celebrity lifestyle.
That shows to me that there is envy. He's going back to his quote-unquote celebrity lifestyle and quote-unquote his mansion. And so they're feeling that Harry's life is better than William's because Harry is in Beverly Hills, or not in Beverly Hills, but he's in Montecito in a beautiful mansion, while William is stuck in those old castles. So that's part of the anger as to they don't want to see Harry move on.
In LA. How would William feel? William, steadfast William, who has loyally stood by his father, who has stepped up late when necessary.
Harry is now wanting to come back, willing to come back, and very happy to help step back into a royal role.
Of course, Harry was trained to be in that role, and his whole life they trained Harry to go to those meetings, to shake hands, to smile. They used him as the bumbling brother who was always doing goofy things to make people laugh, and he had a great smile, he had a great personality. But, they also set him up. They were having him in events where, as he was growing up, they were giving him drugs, and the security didn't do anything. Well, I would have fired every security person if that had been my child, and while security was on duty, people were giving him poisons in effect, and nobody was doing anything. In fact, they were even taking pictures of Harry while he was in various states of intoxication and being poisoned and didn't do one thing. They thought that was funny. They even took pictures of Harry when he had anger about his mother being married, anger about his isolation in the palaces, anger about his separation from his brother. He had to make appointments to see William. He couldn't just go see William and talk with him as he wanted to because William was going to be king, and the palace wanted to protect William from everybody, even Harry. So, yeah, Harry had a lot of problems, and he was perfect for the spare role, but it wasn't fulfilling Harry's manly needs.
Father, who has stepped up late when necessary.
Harry is now wanting to come back, willing to come back, and very happy to help step back into a royal role, which I have to say, before I wrote it for the paper, when I first heard it, I was quite gobsmacked that somebody could be essentially, throwing rocks at the palace wall for 4 years with Oprah Winfrey, all those bombshell.
These people can't get over the Oprah Winfrey interview. That was eons ago. When are they ever going to get over it? They have to heal. And I don't know whether it was because it was Oprah or whether it was the fact that Harry was speaking out and his words weren't monitored by some government official, and that he felt he needed to get his own feelings out. But these people will never, ever get over this Oprah Winfrey interview. They don't talk that much about Andrew's problems with pedophilia, raping those girls, and possibly even having some killed if they wanted to speak out about being raped.
Allegations. We couldn't believe it when that prime time TV show dropped, but then it's been pile upon pile. We've seen obviously his autobiography Spare, in which he didn't hold back from saying that William had pushed him to the ground and he knocked over this dog bowl.
Oh my God, he knocked him to the ground and pushed over a dog bowl and scraped Harry's back. Why can't Harry say that? Is it too much for William to push his brother? The one thing about families is they are very touchable. They are very touchable to each other. Families hit each other. Families yell at each other. Families curse each other. And just because this teeny little story that William pushed or hit or whatever happened Harry and knocked him back and he fell onto the dog bowl and he broke his necklace, that's a minor story. I'm sure there are a whole lot more things these people can learn that are going to be much more shocking. But they keep talking about this Oprah Winfrey interview as if it was something fabulous and something they'll never get over. But that's their problem. Harry and Meghan are going to move on.
That Kate had been frosty to Meghan. So this idea that he now wants back in.
You know, girls are always frosty to each other. When you have two girls, especially two girls that are wealthy, they do not come in with arms open. They are very cautious. They check each other out. They are wondering what's going to be the problem with this chick. So that's normal.
Which of course he never really wanted out, did he? He wanted to be half in, half out. Was told no.
Everyone wants to be half in, half out. As we see William right now, he's half in, half out. He's staying around with the kids. He's being Mr. Mom, but he still wants to do duties. He still wants to give his opinion about Gaza and Israel and the war. So everybody is half in, half out. Anne is half in, half out. She works when she can, but when she doesn't do anything. So a lot of charities are being ignored, and they need more people. They may have to be half in, half out.
Oh, and so what do you make of this, Jenny? I mean, what was your reaction to all this?
Well, if he has made suggestions, overtures to stepping in on a temporary basis, I think that will be sort of, in inverted commas, normal in any family. But we know that this family doesn't always act in a normal way. And I don't.
The family may not be normal. The dynamics over generations may not be normal. But William and Harry should have normal feelings, and they should have normal desires. So treat these people as at least partially normal.
He wants back full time at all. Personally, I've always held the view that I think that the late Queen and the palace were quite harsh when they put down this red line. You can't be half in, half out. I think in a modern, evolving monarchy, perhaps a way could have been found to incorporate what they wanted